Why you're so old.
And I know that's just the way you are, where you are, where you are. I can tell it's on your own, out of mine. And you drive that supercar, super fast, super far.
Hello, this is Wires OO, and we are here with poptropicaslutz. Hello, guys.
What's up? Good to meet you. I'm Christian.
I'm Nick.
How did you guys meet, and how did you decide to make music together?
I had wanted to make music after I saw Kanye in 2016 for the Life of Pablo tour. And I was like, yeah, I need to make music. Don't know how I'm going to do it. And we met. We went to the same high school and elementary school. And we met through a mutual friend, Danny, who we still live with now. Showed up one day, just spawned into my life. Didn't think about making music, just kind of became friends. And then he started freestyling at the beach. And I was like, you trying to be in my rap group? I didn't have a rap group, but like I was like, you trying to be my rap group? That was tough. And then he's like, yeah.
Do you remember what like the beach freestyle was?
I never remember it because he tells his story. Like I've heard him tell his story so many times because we meet so many people together. I don't remember what it was, but also that was like something I would do all the time. Like I was always just bursting out in freestyle, like since like second grade.
Did you like know that you wanted it to be a duo? Because you said rap group.
I just wanted to do it with other people because I was super into the ASAP mob. And I was like, oh, having like a group of people or like a collective or something would be cool. And I remember I had friends at the time who I really wanted to try to like, I could turn them into this position if I like keep bringing it up enough maybe, or if I like start bringing it up. And then that just kind of never really happened. Then I met him and he naturally could rap. And like freestyling is like, I don't know, shows like an actual level of ability.
So your name, poptropicaslutz, it's interesting. It's pretty like unforgettable. Like I feel like if you hear it once, like if you ever hear it again, you'll be like, I've heard that before. So what's the significance of the name to you?
So it took us a long time to come up with a name because we were making music together for a little while. And I remember during COVID, we were like, yo, we need a name that sticks out to where exactly what you just said. If you've seen it before that, you'll know that you saw it before that. And if it's your first time seeing it, it's interesting enough on its own to make you want to click it. Yeah. And that was my thought process, which looking back is kind of I think it was like an immature thought process that our name needs to be really like exciting and make you want to click on it. But I'm grateful that I came up with it because it seems to have done its job in that way.
Like we were in my car, I think we just like smoked weed. And I used to have like a Lexus, and then so we were sitting in the Lexus, it was like by our high school, and he's like poptropicaslutz with a Z and an exclamation point. And I was like, I feel like that poses so many potential issues, but fuck it, yeah, I'm down. And then he changed like the name of one of our music videos to, instead of it being Lil Jonto and Young Crawford, it was poptropicaslutz. And then honestly, it just looked really good too. Yeah. And it also, someone told us that once that it sounds like what our music sounds like.
Are you two the poptropicaslutz, or are the people who listen to it the poptropicaslutz?
A little bit of both. Okay. And it's honestly like there's a lot of irony in the name because we're not like slutty people. We don't really do like up until our latest album, we didn't even like sing about really like slutty topics or like anything that's like really out. Like it was kind of like innocent ass music, and we thought that was like a really cool like juxtaposition to like put the name with something that's like not that like it's not like super edgy music, I don't think. But I would say that whoever wants to be a poptropicaslutz can be one. I hate the use of it without the like not being plural, like saying just poptropicaslutz. Taking away the Z makes it look so botched to me. Like your fans need to name themselves. So if that's what they want to be, that's what they can be. I wouldn't like look into a crowd and say, "What's up, all you sluts?"
I feel like you guys are very emotionally vulnerable in your songs. I personally appreciate the male emotional vulnerability, and I feel like your lyrics often deal with navigating fame, like heartache, like even just general disappointment or like frustration. So how do your personal lives and relationships like kind of affect your music making process?
The music that we make at any given time is like a really accurate like window into like where we were at that time. Kind of transitioned like the vibe of our music a little bit, like in terms of like subject matter during this last album. But like during all the sad stuff, there was a lot of sad stuff to inspire that music. And when the sad stuff went away, it was like, well, I'm not gonna fake sad stuff, so I have like I have nothing to pull from right now. I want it to be real. We were making Face for the Radio, when we were making Just in Case the World Ends, there was a lot of like personal turmoil with like relationships and things like that we had to pull from, and it felt so real and it felt so natural. He walked out of the studio for like 15 minutes. When you left, bro, I was like on my like fucking Usher, Justin, like Chris Brown. Like you left and I was like, fucking smacking myself. Like, I need to get this exactly how it feels in my heart. And I just was like, I know it's so my fault. If the emotion isn't there, you can't just fake that. Otherwise, that's how shit comes out sounding manufactured and fake. So
When I listen to your music in general, like I hear a lot of influences, some pop punk, some emo, some hyper pop. How does like your personal music taste influence your work?
I feel like our personal music taste definitely inspires the work like fully. Also, because with us just being two people, it makes it really, really easy to be inspired by things because we can put each other on to cool stuff. And then we're like the same age, so we grew up around the same music and within like the same time period of pop music and whatever. Honestly, it's crazy because I remember when we first started making like the emo stuff, I wasn't necessarily into emo. The furthest extent to like my emo knowledge was like that Fall Out Boy had some songs on Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. He was like, oh yeah, you should start listening to like all of this stuff. And then like, I'm like kind of like super neurotic about things that I like. So I like have to learn every little piece of it. And then that just kind of transitioned into old rap that we used to like, or other pop music like Black Eyed Peas. Like Black Eyed Peas is a huge, I think for example like Superbad, like one of like our newer songs, that's pure Black Eyed Peas. Like people always like compare it to like whatever electronic stuff is going on right now, but I feel like very few people ever mention like the Black Eyed Peas influence, because if you listen to an old like The Energy Never Dies song, it's like fully that.
So when it comes to your guys' vocals, did you have any artists that you studied, or is this like your extremely natural voice?
I'd say like we both started out just using our voice, like when like we would write stuff and like however it came out when we sang it, like it would be in my head. I'd try to sing it like that, and that was how it came out. And I remember the first time I went to the studio, like I was like singing it like this, and the guy who was engineering it was like, hey, you have to actually sing, like you have to like put some, and he told me to like go an octave up. And that was like the first time I experienced, I was like, okay, like to make a song you actually have to sing. I realized that like what you hear in a song isn't just that person singing the song, it's like them putting on a performance, and then basically it's like a movie role, like they have to convince you of what they're saying. And you can have a great song, but if you can't convince people that it's real, then it's not real. And even if it's great, it's not great anymore if you can't pull it off.
Technically, I didn't like study like anyone, like literally study them, but I'm also one of those people, like I said, I'm like neurotic. If I like a song, I'm going to listen to that song probably 400 times a day. Now that I make music, I almost think about listening to music as like downloading people's like sauce. You know what I mean? Like I'm like listening to it to the point where it's like, okay, this feels this way because of this inflection right here. So when it comes to like studying people's voices, like Frank Ocean's a big one. I think Frank Ocean's like my favorite vocalist overall, like because he's I mean, he's a great technical singer, but that's like not necessarily where he shines. It's not like he's The Weeknd, you know what I mean? But he's like so earnest in his delivery, and he's so like experimental within his delivery that it just makes it comes across so fire. And even his songwriting style aids that. And Travis Scott was actually a huge one for me. I remember when we first used to go to the studio, I would just sing Goosebumps all the time with the auto-tune. And also, I'm a huge auto-tune fan. Like anyone that doesn't like auto-tune or thinks it's like, oh, this song is so bad, it's auto-tune. Your favorite singer uses auto-tune. So I remember when we first started playing shows, I was like, auto-tune, we need full auto-tune. We sounded terrible. Like if someone digs up our first fucking shows, we sounded awful. Auto-tune was probably in the wrong key half of the time, but I just wanted to do it because I thought it was gonna be sick. And then we finally got it down to where we like knew what we were doing and not just blindly going out there with auto-tune. And I think it adds so much like the flavor of our show and the flair.
Your music, I feel like blends the old with the new in terms of like having a nostalgic vibe. So you guys have a song called I Miss 2007. What do you miss from 2007?
Britney Spears meltdown. Celebrities were like celebrities. Like they felt crazy. And they felt like these mythical creatures. I think that's the coolest thing about that time period, especially for me, I was young. I remember the one thing I remember about 2007 was I was at my grandma's house, and she got the newspaper. Like everyone gets the newspaper every day, and Britney Spears was on the front. We actually like was bald? Bald with the umbrella, and I was like, hit me baby one more time, like, you know what I mean, like what happened to her.
You also miss bald Britney.
Yeah, I mean we used that as the original cover art on SoundCloud, and then we were like, this is like kind of insane.
Yeah, because she was like, that was like her, like, that was her emotional breakdown.
That was like we had a, we grew and we learned, we had a redemption arc, we changed the cover art, but I do agree that I miss, maybe not that specific thing, but I miss like, like stars were stars, they felt like unreachable and like larger than life. And I feel like now that's like a thing that a lot of people miss the mark on, is like being a star. Now it seems like everybody's super like within reach, and you could see them at the local bar like in LA or New York.
Anything else you guys miss from 2007?
2007 or just 2000s in general, mall culture. The way the mall used to be, dude, was fire. Like, they fried everything. Everything was like so cool. The food court was cool. It wasn't like they made them all like weird and modern. Like, bring back like the 500 options, and it like all kind of looks like shit, but it looks cool still. You know, like, and like, the mall stores, like back in the day, the stores in the mall were sick. Now all the stores are so like, I don't know, stock, and like they're so trend hoppy. And I guess the stores were probably trend hoppy back then too, but I just think the trends were cooler, and just the state of music and like sports, I think everything was just better then. I mean, but also rose colored glasses, because like that's when I was a kid. Yeah, it's like when I was like a kid, and now I'm like,
nostalgia,
yeah, exactly. Because like I'm sure people that were like 40 when that was happening were like, the stock market crashed.
Yeah, I miss like Hot Topic and like the Chinese buffet, like really simple stuff. But I mean, I know malls still exist, and like I like going to malls and like pretending that I'm like in the 2000s still. I have enough of an imagination to like bring that back in my own brain, but they definitely have changed for sure. The new 9 to 5 in that song, you say, next year I'll be the man, next week I'll be the man, because how could I take a break when tomorrow's almost today? So, how do you keep believing in yourselves and your art? And what advice do you have to give out to artists who are just starting out now?
So that quote actually came from, shout out our homie Two-Tone. He brought us to Steven Tyler's Grammy party. And we were sitting on the red carpet. Which was like, cause I don't know, I think in a circle. Like, there's a video. We actually have a video of it. Just like eating In-N-Out or just like hanging out, because I had like In-N-Out catered. It was awesome. And there's like this dude that comes up to me, because I had like this full like Eddie Saman like Dior suit on. I was like, it was awesome. You had to see it. British dude. I'm not gonna do the accent because I can't. And he's like, yeah, are you a rocker? You look like a rocker. I was like, yeah, I'm in a band trying to be like cool or whatever. And then he was, and he like looked like what you would imagine Satan to look like the weird handsome, like where it's like blue eyes and like long brown hair and like a red, yeah, exactly, like a dark red like velvet suit, and like super suave, like a deep, like a voice. And I was like, yeah, I'm in a band. He's like, I feel like it's all gonna happen for you tomorrow even. And you think about it, tomorrow's almost today.
That's good advice. What about you?
Just, I would say, like, one thing that can be motivating for anyone, and this applies no matter, honestly, how bad you are or like how much talent you lack, there is definitely someone worse than you who's doing great. There's definitely someone who has even less than you have that made it work for themselves. And if that's the case, there's really no excuse. There's really an audience for anything, and I feel like if you really want it bad enough, you don't even have to have skill, to be honest, a lot of the time. If you want it bad enough, you can make it happen. Like, hustle can supersede skill.
I just saw Marty Supreme.
Fire.
We wanted
Did
to
y'all?
see that after.
Did you see it?
I'm going to see it soon. Like, I have to see it, because like,
That's kind of the whole theme. Like, believe in yourself. Well, he believed in himself too. I mean, he does believe in himself, like, to like a destructive degree.
it makes sense with like the whole marketing behind it.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like the marketing is so unapologetic and and I was talking to my friend Matt, and he was saying that he's like, oh, I feel like it's too much. They're forcing me to like it. You know what I mean?
That was the whole
And
point.
I was like, I kind of love that though, and it's working on me. Like the way that they're talking about this, I'm like in LA, like we're getting like Pink's hot dogs. We're seeing like the blimp fly over the place. I'm like, dude, like yeah, like. Yeah, oh yeah, it was super real, dude. Yeah, it wasn't like a fucking, like it wasn't like superimposed or anything. It's like, it's literally real. I'm like, cool, that's sick. You know what I mean? And like he's like saying that he wants to be the best. Some people hate that. I love that. I think you should say you want to be the best. Like, forget PR training. I mean, don't say anything like shot, but like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're that confident in yourself, be confident in yourself and don't apologize for it.
I think the art like held up, which I appreciated, because I was like, I'm gonna watch this, and if it doesn't live up to the hype, like I'm gonna be a little pissed. But it did. So shout out Marty Supreme, Christmas Day. In your song RFSB, you say we're listening to Future. So what's your favorite Future song or project?
The first time I smoked weed, it was this song. It was called "I'm So Groovy." On his like, there was like, I forgot what that album is called. Yeah, it's a deep cut, and I didn't play it myself, or it was just like this kid that I would buy weed from. That song was the craziest sounding song I'd ever heard at that point. But honestly, but that's not my favorite Future song. But that's just like one core memory that I was referring to in that. But my favorite Future song is Low Life. Like his verse, like the Ace of Spades, like wow. But his verse on Low Life, the second verse on Low Life, it's fire.
Low Life, like if I hear that song, I get transported to like a high school party that I like don't want to relive, but in like a beautiful way. Like that song made me want to be a lowlife. Like it literally like it did the opposite of like self-help me. Like it made me want to like throw my life away.
Rap music has like ruined children indefinitely,
no, it really
but
does.
low key.
But it made us swag.
But it made us cool. It gave us character development.
Do you have a favorite Future song?
Dude, I heard Cody and Crazy for the first time in summer of last year, in 2024, and I was like,
Did it make an impact?
I was like, this is what Future sounds like. Like I obviously knew Future,
Yeah.
but I was like, that was like the first big song for him, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, wow, like that's like this is why people love Future so much. And I was like, yo, I want to make at least one song in the new album that like is inspired by this vibe. And like I'm not sure if we like went in with like the specific intent of doing that on any of them, but I feel like we did kind of like take that into the overall inspiration of the album. But my mind was fucking blown. I always thought Future was dope, but I just never got super into him. Out of all the artists from that era, he was like one of the ones I didn't really dive deep into. And that song, honestly, like it's like the emo thing. Like I was an emo kid in like 3rd grade. I was emo like too young for my own good. Nobody could relate to me at all. I was trying to like put my friends on.
Yeah.
No,
You
not
were emo when it wasn't cool.
I was emo when
Yeah,
it was
I
the
love
least
that.
cool that it could have ever been. It was like, you know how things cycle, like it's cool,
Yes.
it reaches its peak, and then it's
and
the
then if
most
it's like
uncool
you're a
right after.
loser completely.
I was in 3rd grade, like peak of the fall off of emo, and I'm trying to put my 9-year-old friends on to My Chemical Romance. Like I brought you my bullets, you brought me your love, and they're just like, you're a freak, bro. Like get help. Like I'm like.
No, but like now MCR is so up. Like
Exactly,
it's
and
crazy.
it all comes back around. So, and Nick discovered all that emo shit like 5 years
But,
ago,
yeah.
and I got to watch him discover it and have the same exact reaction as I did when I was little.
We're all on our own timelines. Like, go do your thing. But sidebar, it's so funny. Imagine you trying to put your friends on, and like when they're 9 to freaking My Chemical Romance. That sounds like, yeah, it's like this is sick, right? And they're like, yeah.
No 9-year-old wants to hear a song called Drown, or their parents definitely don't want them to hear the song called Drowning Lessons. I love to like relate back to that now and be like, well, like low-key, I was on some shit. Like I was just like, I was.
No, yeah, you were ahead of your
I was
time.
ahead of the curve.
You were ahead of the curve. Wow, that's like beautiful. I'm feeling like there's like a friendship cultural exchange going on where like you guys have shown each other like
Oh, totally.
yeah, like
Dude, Frank, I'm like new to Frank Ocean, to be honest. Like
Yeah.
he like obviously loves Frank Ocean.
I'm jealous of you because you're experiencing bright, you know what I mean?
Really good with the Frank Ocean. I found every Frank Ocean song that there's possibly like that you could find on the internet.
I went to a Future concert when I was like 17 at Barclays Center, and there was he was headlining. Migos opened for him, but there was a stampede like that formed, and people were like injured and stuff because there was like a barricade fell, and it was like during the peak of like concert shootings were going on and stuff.
Nick was at
Dude, I was at a concert
Nick
shooting.
was involved in a stampede.
Yes, we're at Yams Day. 2018 or 2019? Yeah, Yams Day 2019. It was at the Bronx Expo Center, and like my mom was like, "Yeah, like low key, be careful." I'm like, "Yo, mom, chill. I'm fine." Right? She was right. Like this was like peak. This was like peak. Tekashi 6ix9ine, like Scum Gang, all that shit. Like when he was like before he was like a snitch, like when he was still a blood or whatever. And ASAP Rocky he actually sampled this moment on Testing. So sick. Wait, actually, so this was 2018 actually. This had to have been 2018 because Testing came out in 2018. So like early 2018 this was. And then so we're in like the pit, and ASAP Rocky's in the pit with everyone. He's like probably like where I am to like where the camera is. Okay. Like, and we're all in like this pit, and we're in the corner of the barricade. And then everyone hears just gunshots, and then like it's just like, okay, like maybe that's like a sound effect or something, right? And then people start running from backstage to the stage and hopping off the stage, and then some dude Hector is like, Rocky, bro. Like if you look at play, I think it's on Guns and Butter, that song on Testing. It's like Rocky, it's Hector, bro. He's like something blah blah blah. He says something about someone got shot. You gotta get the fuck out of there. And then he was like, he gets out, and then everyone's pushing towards like the barricades, and I'm stuck in the corner of the barricades. And I'm there with him and his sister, and there's a group of like girls, like probably like they're probably like 5 feet tall, like 5'4" maybe, And I'm like getting pushed up against the barricade, and they're trying to climb over the barricade. And I'm like, oh, someone got shot? Like, nah. So I like put my hands on their heads and flip my body over the barricade. My shoe falls off. I stop them, this stampede of people. I'm like, stop, stop, stop. They stop. I grab my shoe. They listened. Crazy. They listened. I put my shoe back because it's cold. It was like winter or something. It was cold. Like, and I put my shoe back on, and like there's like a big exit of like right next to like the barricade. I bolted it. I left him. I left his sister. I was out. I ran so far.
So last question. It's really, really serious, guys. I don't know if you're ready. Opinions on skinny jeans.
I mean, I feel like you could tell by looking
Well,
at it.
there's a reason I asked.
Skinny jeans are awesome. Honestly, I mean, wear what you want. If like you should wear what fits your body specifically, but skinny jeans are tough. I think they kind of just like elongate you and like make you look good. I think skinny jeans are a 10. People that hate on skinny jeans probably just can't wear them, and that's just the truth.
I mean, going back to the emo days, like, you already know I'm not going to hate on skinny jeans ever in my life. I was wearing skinny jeans once again in, like, 3rd grade, and it was, like, definitely, like, not, like, cool to my friends, but I remember, like, I wanted, like, the skinny, like, because the band dudes would wear, like, especially in that era, would wear, like, jeans that were so skinny they were basically leggings with like no socks and like Toms or like Vans where like you could see like their bare foot. And I honestly always thought that was chopped, so you can't ever hate on me because I knew that was chopped even back then when I just like looked up to these people. But I always fucked with the skinny jeans, and I always, I've always been a big fan of skinny jeans. That's one thing that's been like a constant throughout like pretty much my whole like style evolution. Like I've always worn skinny jeans. I've never been like, yo, fuck skinny jeans. There was maybe like a year where like I was like bulking up and like getting like a lot bigger, and I was like hitting the gym a lot, and I couldn't really wear skinny jeans, so I was wearing like cargo pants and stuff. But skinny jeans will always be cool because they accentuate your figure. They just make you like, they make your silhouette just slimmer, and I mean, that's just our vibe. I feel like when you see us on stage, it just like looks right,
Yeah.
So yeah, skinny jeans always, like the emo bands did it right. Like emo fashion was peak. Those dudes were dressing cool. Like they like a lot of them, like Pete Wentz was dressing sick. Ryan Ross was dressing sick. Yeah, skinny jeans for the win for sure.
Yeah, you heard it here first. I think it's gonna be a skinny jeans 2026. I'm predicting it.
Spontaneous living, unbound by theory, skinny jeans coming soon. Not skinny jeans, but almost skinny jeans coming soon. Kind of skinny jeans coming soon.
Sick.
Yeah, we got a brand in the works. This is actually
Oh.
this is the first sample of our jacket, our track jacket, designed by Nick.
Awesome.
I
Awesome.
have a little patch right here. Spontaneous living, unbound by theory.
The Morrow jacket, fire. And then the jeans are gonna be called. Actually, I'm not gonna tell you that yet. But Morrow jacket.
We'll do it like.
Mm. Yeah. Tune in next week for when we do the second interview.
Your shirt is also like just reminding me of the Fray right now.
That album is fucking.
I
man.
love that album.
How to Save a
So
Life is one of
good.
the best songs of all time.
Yeah, no,
that song
honestly.
is so fucking good. Like, how did they come
It's
up with
also in every Grey's Anatomy episode ever.
It's also the song that would be playing in like Kohl's all the time or something. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's like that's like the how to save that's the song that would be like in the background of like you getting dragged around Nordstrom by your mom.
Yes.
Like, it's like that's the song that like when you're like hiding in the racks.
I think that song like unlocked a certain lever of emotion I didn't have.
Nah, for real.
Like
That's what
when I
loved
was like
about music
11.
back then. Like, that's why I liked emo music. It like
Yeah.
unlocked something. Like, I feel like I gained like how, like in video games, like
Yeah.
the stuff is great and you can't get it yet, but then you get it and it's like this new power up. Like, I got that like 5 years before everyone else, and I was trying to convey that to everyone else, but it's just they didn't have that like it was still grayed
Yeah,
out
it was
for
still
them.
it was still lost.
So like that's like what it felt like for me, like shit like that too. Like that's not like like classified under the emo shit,
Yeah.
but like that type of music too. All that shit that was just like super emotional. It's like that shit like changed how my brain worked back then, and it made you want to feel things that you have no clue about. It made you want to feel heartbreak before you ever felt love, like So yeah, I mean that's the type of song like How to Save a Life. Like I'm not trying to be like niche and gatekept. Like I'm down to just be everywhere. I want to be like I want Super Bad, if that's the one, to be like the song that's playing in Kohl's while somebody who's 5 years old now gets dragged around the mall by their mom. I want to be universal.
That's the coolest thing you could give any person ever. Is like be like the song that they got like that just played when they were young.
memory.
It sounds like Heartless by Kanye West.
Oh.
Dude, like I remember hearing that for the first time, being like, this is the coolest sounding song ever. And like, And it's like, I'm like super young, never been hurt. Or like, for example, same time, 2008, Love Story by Taylor Swift. Remember sitting in my grandma's garden. She had like a small radio, and it's like playing that song. And I'm just like sitting there, and I'm like, I've never felt love besides like from like my mom or something, or my grandma, you know. And like I was just like, wow, like I would love to like fall in love and have it like tear me apart. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know what that even means. The only thing I know about Romeo and Juliet is that there were two people. You know, it's like, but it was amazing. Like that feeling, that's why emo music is great, because it gives you, even if you can't relate to it, you want to relate to it. But it's almost kind of like fucked up in that way, because if you really like it, you almost like, I think, sabotage your relationships or like put yourself in like weird parts.
Romanticize a level of like emotional hurt and
Yeah.
toxicity because like emo love.
It's crazy and dangerous, but it's so good. It's so good that like, I don't know, Fall Out Boy is crazy. Like, or like even like it's another band I really like Panic. Like Panic, their songs were weird. It's not like they were writing heartbreak songs. Like their songs were like,
their songs
were honestly crazy.
You have to like dissect them really like intensely to know what the hell they're talking about.
Totally inspired my songwriting to like take like experiences and then make a new story surrounding the experience, which is like honestly one of the coolest ways to write songs. Like, because making everything really literal is cool, but I feel like you're kind of doxing people. Like when you do that, like, you know, like when you like, I don't know, like, I feel like there's probably so many emo bands that like probably like made like the bridge like someone's phone number, you know what I mean, or something. Like it's just like, it's kind of a drag. Like I think it's coolest to write things in it from like a vague like story like point of view, as opposed to like literal.
Yeah, for sure. All right, that was us with poptropicaslutz. Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you.
The Frey X poptropicaslutz collab coming soon for sure. On the come up, 2026, and they're all gonna be in skinny jeans together.
Skinny Jeans 2026, a Kohl's, Marshalls 2026. The Frey X Pop Tropic. Pay less, yeah.
Pay less. Wherever your mom shops, we'll be there. Thank you so much. Peace out.